How's everybody doing today? This video here we're going to record early. It's Friday afternoon. This will probably come out the following Wednesday. I'm traveling back to West Virginia this week to spend some time with my mom. She's having surgery and going to visit my granddaughter, so I'll be there to help take care of my mother. She's having a little surgery, so I'm going to help her out. But in the meantime, I'll do a video on this gunny here, this A-2 Gunny. I've made numerous videos on this knife, but what I did the last weekend, we processed half a hog, me and my wife. So what I want to do is kind of see how it fared. I got this knife back from having Bark River. They put the full height grind on there. They sharpened the spine, cleaned it up, did the spall treatment, you know how it is. Removed the ramp. So this knife's been pretty customized from Bark River, you know. So what I want to do is I want to test how we did process half a hog. So we got about 140 pounds of hang weight. You know, I chopped up. I'm gonna put some pictures in here of the chopped up sausage, so you guys can see that we definitely used this knife. Cut sausage down into chunks about that big to go through the meat grinder. I think it was 25 pounds in total, but also cut all the roast out with this. You know, we just really went to town with this knife. This is a good knife. The thing I did after I was done is I put some wicked wax on it after I wash it up and put it back in the case. So what I want to do is I just want to test how much that affected the sharpness that came from the factory. Ooh, she don't want to cut it all. She don't want to cut it all. There we go. We got a... I mean, it's not clean as my other knives. You can definitely tell that there's some catches in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run it through my normal strop routine and see if I can get those out of there. We'll see if we can take this knife and just clean it up and make it as sharp as what it was when I got it back from Bark River a couple weeks ago. The heat treat on these knives are pretty insane, and you know, I spent a couple hours cutting up hog meat with this, you know, running the edge. You know, you're slicing that meat, and what I use is one of those white foldable tables. So I just take that and I put the hog on that, and we just started slicing and dicing. You know, this knife was hitting bone and scraping fat off the bone, scraping the muscle off the bone, the meat, running the edge on that table, you know, as you're slicing the sausage chunks up. You know, just the basics, just the basics. And I did go get me a highfalutin light today, so I'm hoping that getting a ring light really helps with the quality of my videos. I don't know if it will or not. We're gonna find out. And I got this camera, the Canon EOS M200 mirrorless camera. I don't know much about cameras, but watch more videos today on how to set it up manually. So I'll see if that helps out at all. Don't know if it will or not, but you know, we'll see. Get all that wicked wax off of there. See if that just running on the 3000 helped at all. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, that goes a lot to say for the heat treat on these knives. You know, I don't know what company does their heat treat. I know I've seen it before and read about it, but you know, I've never had a knife like this that you could take out baton, feather stick, and just beat the hell, and then, you know, strop it, and it just kind of come right back to what you need. You know, because doing a convex edge, that isn't for everybody. You know, I can do it, and you would definitely be able to tell if I'd done it, because it would be a lot shinier towards the edge of the knife, because I run her all the way to 2000 grit wet sandpaper, and then I strop, so it makes her pretty shiny. And what we'll do, I'll flip her over to the green, to the 6000. A lot slicker of a compound, a lot slicker of a piece of leather right here. You know, I'm just hoping that the ring light works. And I did clean off my camera lens. I think it was kind of filthy, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see how she does. And I did get a nice little knife to do a video on. Got her off the eBays. Got me my first Shatton Morgan. Got a Shatton Morgan muskrat from the DFC, Daniel's Family Cutlery. So, not sure what the year is on it. It says 1 of 30, but probably do a video on that in the next month or so. But I sent an email to Warthog if he'll look at the pictures of it and see if he can date it. I don't know. It seems like he's awful knowledgeable about the dates on those, so I like watching old Warthog's videos, man. That guy, people dream of having the collection that guy's got. Dream of having it. I did get me a couple new stickers in the mail today from Traditional Pocket Knives, and got me a GEC sticker for my cattle knife I got. I got the number 35 cattle knife. Oh man. Could even do her in a curve. And I put a video, I think it was on TikTok or something, after I sharpened up my ultralight bushcrafter, and it was just gliding through some paper, and this jackass commented, "Oh, it's only sharp if you can do it in curves." And I kind of come right back at him with, I believe I know what a sharp knife is, so you can take that shit somewhere else. Yeah. You know, you watch them guys. I'll tell you another one that can sharpen some knives is that Neves knives. My gosh, he does them mostly freehand sharpen with these diamond stones. I don't know if he's got some new diamond stones that are a resin with the diamonds encrusted in the resin, so that, you know, no matter how wore out the stone gets, it will always have them diamonds in there to sharpen your knife. I bet they're a pretty penny, but man, that guy can sharpen some knives. Let's clean this all the way off because I'm gonna move to the 12,000. You know, this thing went through probably 80 pounds of hog. You know, I was doing some. My wife was mostly messing with the ribs and the bacon and stuff like that, and fat to render down. So yeah. Hopefully this ring light works. I'm hoping. Oh yeah. We're gonna do a couple of more strokes on this 6,000, and then we'll move to the 12. But yeah, that's a big difference from where it was. And of course, the Gunny isn't, I don't know, it's not a meat processing knife. It's more of a, I don't know what I'd call like a tactical type, maybe even bushcraft. But like I said, if I was going hiking for a few days, this would be the knife I'd take. I'd take this, I'd take my silky saw, and I'd take a hatchet of some kind. Then you would be covered on all fronts. We're going to put this one up. I don't like the strap. I'm going to retire that thing for too much longer. Give me something a little better quality. Clean this off real good and get the old homemade 12,000 gritter out. Garbage can's getting full, fellas. This thing right here is bothering me. I don't want to. There we go. This is, again, all these compounds. This is that Bark River compound you get off of DLT Trading. Knives Ship Free probably has it too. I've just never bought anything from Knives Ship Free. I've got a gift card, not a gift card, but a promotional code, I think, from being in the Bark River Collector Club Association, I guess. I figured I'd use this knife because this is my user, Bark River. It's the one I really like to beat on. My ULB, I use it too, but you know, I figured for doing that hog, I needed something a little longer and a little stronger. And my wife used her more a basic 511. She used that to process deer, and them things work like a charm. This a few times. Yeah, if you look at that picture of the hog meat, big old bowl. We had 2 bowls full like that, and this knife sitting on top of it. I figured I'd better take a picture for proof that I actually use my Bark River. I put it on their Facebook page as well, the Bark River Boys Facebook page. I like seeing when people are using them. There's a lot of people get those ones that mammoth tusk and mammoth molar and stuff, and I wouldn't use those either. Those are like $600 knives. I don't think I'd be out there scraping through a hog scapula with it, but to each their own. I'd more or less use one like this. Just A2, just basic. You could use 3V too, hell, it don't matter. I got a 3V Gunny, but I've never used it because this knife's just been reliable. I've never had to use it. But I'd like to send it back to get the full height grind put on that one as well. Got that compound all over this. Starting to patina up a little bit too. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but I don't know how bright that light's being for you, but my first time using a ring light, so we'll see how it works. This is some thin paper. Thin paper. See if we can get a curve going. Oh yeah. Ah, it's catching. Yeah. You know, after doing 70-80 pounds of hog meat, I'm pretty pleased with how it kind of bounces back. So I don't know if it's hair hair popping sharp or not. These convex edges, I don't think they're really meant for just shaving. My ULB will shave though, but a little curvature. I wonder if that guy on TikTok will approve of that. I don't know if he will or not. That's not bad. Coming from a factory and going through some hog and then just getting stropped. I don't know. Close enough for government work though, ain't it? So I don't know if it'll shave or not. I don't know if you guys can see that. Oh yeah. Holy shit, bud. So after going through all that hog meat, it's right back to shaving sharp. That's pretty impressive for a tool steel. That is pretty impressive. The heat treat on, like I said before in previous videos, the heat treat on this knife, I can just rely on this. This is pretty reliable. You know, it's the A2. Again, I don't know what you guys can see, but it is the A2. It's not the 3V. It's not the super steel. It's a tool steel. She works good in all of her glory. There she is. Hey, you guys have a good one. I'm out.